Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They run with a Zigbo. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
To throw again on second down, Winston. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The numbers for Jones last week: 5 carries, 60 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. On 2nd and 10, Allen. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Mixon on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On first down, Allen. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing now is Allen. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Jameis to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On play action, Winston. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Winston. Complete. Smith has it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Winston now from the 50. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing again on second down. Allen.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Uses the stiff arm. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Allen's throw caught by Higgins.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 13 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. From midfield, here's Allen. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Winston.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
He completes it to Boyd. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To try again after the sack, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Touchdown!
Divine Azigbo
From 10 yards out.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. And second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Allen. Pass complete. Hurst.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.